95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the T, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Hey y'all! Who we got in the comments already? Hey Tito! Come on, I'm telling you all. Hey, y'all hear him? Shake that ass to me, throw it back to me. Get your drink. Is this Keita? Is this Keita again? Hey, see, what's up, girl? Happy Thursday. Y'all was trying to get me to get up and dance. I already see what's going on. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. Oh my goodness, we're back, y'all. Back from vacation. And I have a great show for you tonight. Now, if you are just tuning in with me and you were loving the song that I opened up to tonight, that was M.O.gul with Home. Okay, I think he's working on some new music. He's taken so many different turns with his career, and I love to see it. I love to see artists branching out and doing their own thing. You all make sure that you stream his music. Okay, M.O.gul, he's streaming everywhere, so make sure that you go. That was the single Home. It's the oldie but a goodie. You know, I had to start it off with some Throwback Thursday. Okay, that's what we're doing. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in with us through our Facebook and YouTube tonight. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company everywhere. Just type in at the BP Media Co. and we pop right up. Okay, tonight, let me tell y'all, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Hold on, I will let y'all know. But if you are interested in advertising with MzMetchi, okay, you want to get an ad out, you have an event that's coming up, a book that you are writing, a public speaking event, whatever it is, okay, reach out to me. I want you all to go ahead and visit thebpmediaco.com, or you can go to MzMetchi.com. I tell you all every week, I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here to do. Okay, that's all that I want to do tonight. Shout out to all of my radio partners. Love them. Okay, shout out to Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indie 101.5. Now look, you all are tuning in now, but just in case if you miss any of the episode, you can catch the replay for the Blueprint Live with my radio partners every Sunday at 3 p.m. Okay, that's Central Standard Time. Now, I don't know what zone you in, you know, because this is the thing. We thank God for expansion, okay? I have to be able to provide the different times, the time zones, okay? It's a true blessing. And look, we're available anywhere that you listen to your favorite show. So don't be afraid to log on to Spotify, iHeart, things of that sort. Last but not least, shout out to my amazing sponsors, okay? Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. I want to remind all of my listeners that if you go to livelonghealth.net, okay, you see any services that you, your children, your man, your granny, anyone that needs any of the healthcare services they provide, if you mention promo code Blueprint, you do get special discounts off of each of those services, okay? Live Long Health has been instrumental for me. Baby, I was just outside, okay, naked, legs out, okay, all of that, and it was all with the help of our good friends at Live Long Health. So shout out to them. Now tonight we're gonna be talking about unpopular opinions. Ooh. And this sparked for me. I'm gonna tell you all exactly how this particular topic came up. And it was really, really interesting to hear some of the unpopular opinions of those that were around me. So I'm going to be sharing some of those tonight. Now, drop your business in the comments if you are tuning in with me tonight. Okay, if you have a group, okay, Facebook group, whatever it is, drop that in the comments. I want to be able to connect with you. Other people need what you have to offer, so I need y'all to get in tune. Now, on to the special part of the evening. Let me tell you all about my guest tonight. So, you all have probably heard of me say many times on the show talking about the famous designer, okay? Because baby, look, she is everything. Binky. Now I want to make sure that because I'm gonna give y'all her real name, Andrelita Belizaire. Ooh, it's exotic. My friend is exotic, but I know her as Binky. I connected with Binky through our other business sisters. And when I tell you we have been locked in since, when I call Binky and I'm just like, sis, this is what's going on. You gotta have women that are doing great things that are in your life and in your corner. So it has been an absolute blessing to not only know Binky, but to have had the honor to wear one of her designs. If you all know, I tagged it over the summertime. She was the designer for my dress for the BET Awards, and she has done countless designs. Okay. When I tell you this woman, she really has been in the field. Okay. So without further ado, I want to bring in my guest tonight. Okay. Binky. Okay. Andrelita Belizaire, aka Binky. Okay. She is the CEO and founder of the House of Binky. Let me go ahead and bring her on. Sis, you ready? I think she's ready to go.
I
Binky,
want to. You introduced her so well. I want to meet her.
girl. Okay. Shout out to you, sis. I am so happy to have you back tonight.
It's an honor to be back. I've been wanting to come back. I'm like, oh, I want to come back on. I wonder how can I do that?
And I don't even know why you was playing like we couldn't have talked about this a while
I
ago.
don't know. Like I don't know. I don't want to. Be that friend. I want to be a real friend and not just. That friend that only call when. Well, let me get a favor. No.
Yeah.
I want to be true and blue too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you are, sis. I was really excited, and I was telling you before we logged on tonight, because the last time that you were on the show, you were preparing to be in Fashion Week, and you had so many great things popping off. And now you're back this week for promoting your pop-up that's going on next Friday. Can you just, before we talk about the pop-up, can you just kind of walk me through how the last year has been since the fashion show?
It seemed like it's been a blur. So much has happened, like
Mhm.
unbelievable things. Like I think the best thing that happened to me is the soul circle that I'm with. These black girls that sewing are just phenomenal. And one of the girls reached out to me. I just follow them, and I guess they just saw my work and asked me did I want to learn how to do couture and give me an internship in a dress shop where they
Okay.
cranking out 55 to 60 dresses in 3 months.
Oh my goodness.
So I got that was one of the biggest things ever because that put me right in the midst of all the fashion of all the whatnots,
Yeah.
where to get the better fabric, how to just do better with with the patterns that I have and just expanding, it's just been phenomenal. That really took me to another level and gave me more confidence that I thought I would never have. Because you have to have big confidence in this business because, baby, they ready to tear you down because this whole business is criticism.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to be strong, when you're sewing for people because they're critical of what they see in their head, and you got to produce somebody's imagination. So that's hard to do. So I think that was probably one of the biggest things that's happened to me over the year, and making me travel more to buy fabric. I fly to New York. I fly all around now. I got some fabric coming in from Ghana next
Oh,
week. Yes, yes. So like now I can give people what they paying for. When you're charging that kind of money, you got to bring the real deal.
exactly.
So that's been a wonderful thing, and getting me a TikTok shop. So you could go to
Okay.
House of Binky on TikTok, and I have a shop there. And that took a year to get underway, but
Okay.
kept coming up with all the paperwork with them. But I got a TikTok shop, so that's a wonderful thing. Um, Expanding my
Okay.
business, have moved, location. So it's been a lot going on. Like that's been so wonderful.
Yeah.
And now this pop up shop, this is my first time ever hosting my own event. So I'm excited and
So
nervous.
what can everyone look forward to next Friday when they come out to shop with you and your vendors?
It's gonna be one of those shops where you're not gonna walk in the door and feel pressed to shop because I'm gonna have way more options just other than shopping. I'm gonna have financial counselors there. I'm gonna have real estate agents there.
Okay.
There's going to be insurance agents there, travel agents, and these agents also want to help you start your own business. So if you're interested in becoming a travel agent, sit down. They got you right there, along with women that make their own candles, make their own wine glasses, people that's doing their own oils and butters. I have jewelry people there and all kinds of things that's going to be. I'm going to have an edible person there, and we're going to have a bar. Yes,
You know
ma'am.
we go to edibles.
So yes, that's gonna be there. And my cousin, she's gonna be heading up. I don't know what she has such a catering company. I have no idea of what she's even going to even sell because she might just turn into a candy store that day, or she might turn into it might be chicken and mild sauce, it might be tacos, it might be sandwiches. I don't know, but she's a
Okay.
great
It's
caterer.
gonna be a surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. So
Okay.
I hope that this will be insightful for people that can come away from the pop up shop with something, especially if they're looking to even host their own shop. The young lady that I'm hosting at her shop, it's a beautiful boutique, so she uses that space for events. So people that's interested in doing things like that and having their own whatever, you can have a paint and sip party there, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Bev the Boss, she really is really a phenomenal entrepreneur that give women a chance that's trying to get out there.
Yeah, we love Bev the Boss over here. She is definitely a queen in her own right, and
Yes,
she does so much to help out the just the entrepreneur
entrepreneurs.
community.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, she
so
does. She
I
does.
love that. She puts her heart
Hmm.
into it, and it doesn't matter if you like a celebrity, if you're local,
Right, right.
whatever.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody, and she's gonna support. Not only that. Anytime I have a pop up shop, I best believe she's gonna buy something. She like,
yeah.
and if it's be her own pop up shop, but she always still support and give back, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, Binky, you have you've done so many designs. I love whenever you post your new designs. Can
Oh
you
man, the pop up shop gonna be popping because I got some cute. So I'm gonna have some $10 hollers. Because it's a pop up. It's Black Friday, so I'm not there to be in there. People got it. I want you to be able to say, "Give me three."
okay? We like girl, now we love a good deal. Okay.
And that's what people appreciate. They'll walk away and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let her do my daughter prom dress in 2026. Because people be on your mind, and then they'll remember you because they got an item in their home. So they're like, I know somebody that can fix this zipper. Oh, I know somebody that's getting married, and I can refer to. So
Yeah.
that go a long way.
It does. It does. She said it's tomorrow. No, auntie, it's next Friday.
On the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm like, everybody home, everybody paid. So come
Should
on
be.
now.
Should be. Should be.
Walk
So
off that turkey. Oh, and
right.
I'm
Come
gonna have. Oh, I forgot. And I'm gonna have a one. It's gonna be a guy there, a comedian. He's gonna stop through and do a little quick interview. So that's gonna be a
okay.
nice little surprise that's gonna show up for people. So Kevin, he's gonna slide through. So it's gonna be some things going on there. I'm gonna have door prizes. So depending on and I'm gonna have a raffle. So I'm gonna have a
Okay.
prom dress for raffle. Those tickets are $20. Hey, who don't waste $20? But you can walk away with a
Okay.
$600 gown.
Come on now. It don't get no better
Right.
than that, Pinky. It don't get
Yep.
no better than that.
So
It
it's
don't get
gonna
no
be
better.
rewarding and fun. I want it to just be an event, not just walking around looking, don't see nothing you like and go out the door. I want you to spend some time, hang out, laugh and
Yeah.
talk. You don't got to spend money like that. Just come out, support. People
Right.
love to see people. And when you see
Yeah.
people, that means way more than But when people come through, I'm not looking for your dime. I'm looking for your time.
That's right. And I really love the fact that you have the different, you'll have those different vendors that are there that can really like help and uplift. Because it's one thing of going to spend your money, but then when you do have people that can help you also retain that money, that makes a
Exactly.
difference as well. It
Yeah,
definitely
especially with life insurance. So many of us are working, but we think we cover, but we don't have no coverage outside the job,
yeah.
and forget about that. And then we don't have our children covered. We're not, doing our 401ks correctly and
Yeah.
getting those percentages. So it'd be people there to talk to you about that. Or people who love to travel but don't have the money. They finna show you how to do it.
Mm. I love
So
now we gonna have a travel advisors and
oh
things.
yeah, we're gonna have the travel advisors there, baby. We love to travel, so come on out. Come sit
Girl.
down with some folks. I'm gonna have some. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. The people, the ladies are wonderful. That enjoy just people.
Mm-hmm.
They're talkative. They're not just there trying to shove a product in your face.
Yeah. You know what? That's the thing with pop-ups. I kid you not, Binky. You have to be personable with people. When I was
Yes.
vending lavish looks, I'm like, come over and try them on. I'm like, see if it
Yeah,
fits your
right.
taste. Like,
Engage with
let's
people. Just don't say this, and then turn back around talking to your guests because they just looking. No, engage with people. That's what it's all about. Engagement.
yeah. Keita, she added, she said, yes, if your parent has life insurance on you, great, but we all need our own policy.
Yes,
Multiple.
indeed. Yes,
Have
indeed.
multiple. Hi,
Oh,
sorry.
hi.
Well, Binky, look, I know. Look, let me tell y'all how my sister's busy. Okay, y'all see where she at? She's already in the lab. Already in the lab.
Girl,
So
yes, because I got stuff to do, and then you get off work, and then it's like I sometimes I hate to sew because it's so limited when I get off work
yeah,
because a couple of hours sewing is like gambling. Before you know it, 6 or 7 hours went by and you didn't realize it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't mean to do this. And now I'm tired for work because you get in the zone, and especially if you especially don't want to stop when it's looking good and coming alive. Oh no, you ain't gonna stop till you put that last surge down on it. So it'd be hard
yeah,
when I have to work on little stuff. I can't take on big projects during the week because I won't get no
yeah.
sleep because I want to finish it.
I know. And Mickey, I want to ask you this because like myself, you are a corporatepreneur. You go to work, you have your 9 to 5, and then you also give 100% for your business. Can you share any advice with my listeners of maybe something that has been helpful to you to kind of help with that balancing act of everything? Because
I'm
you're
gonna
a
tell
mom.
you,
As
and this probably
well.
gonna sound crazy, but the
Mhm.
best thing, oh, Instacart.
Oh,
Cutting
come
the
on now.
grocery store out has done wonders for my mental health. Because
I
you're
can't
not
stand
driving to
on.
the store, you're not in line, you're not in pace. My groceries meet me at the door, and Aldi's is one of the best places because that DoorDash only got to walk around 2 aisles. They can't mess up your order.
I can't.
So I'm
I
gonna tell
love
you
that.
that, and don't feel guilty about taking a mental health day. You work in 2 jobs, especially those that have a parent that they might be taking care of, children they
Mhm.
might be taking care of. Stuff that's outside of that, and you got to get your rest. So don't feel guilty about resting.
I love that. I love that. You look, you dropping gems on us all the time, Binky, all the time. Now, look, before I let you go, let everyone know one more time before you leave me where they can follow you and just give them the details for next Friday so they can come out and shop.
Next Friday, I'll be 1401 West 47th Street, which is right there on 47th and Ashland. It's a cute little boutique on the corner, right across the street from the Popeyes and McDonald's, right in the back of the yards. And
We
that's
love
from 3 to 7, right after Thanksgiving. Come on out. And if you want to keep up, you can just follow me, House of Binky 2 on Instagram. Well, Instagram is House of Binky 2 on Instagram, and House of
Okay.
Binky on everything else, especially TikTok. So I'm always advertising that stuff. And Facebook is my name, Andrelita E Belizaire. Come on through. I'm trying to have some fun and enjoy some people and just mingle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Binky, well, look, I'm gonna come and support. I wouldn't miss it for the world. You always, I
Yes,
mean,
and I want to see my girl.
of course, girl.
Cause
And
I'm
it's
so
just like,
mad I missed that last day that shut
oh, the
in that day,
vacation.
the
Don't even
vacation, baby. I'm coming.
worry.
And then when I saw people I knew in there, I'm like, oh no, I said such a small world. When I saw the
Yeah,
pictures, I'm like, oh
I
my goodness,
know.
I have to go. Hey, Savannah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me put her back up. Hold on. Yes, no, you do have to come out. The next one is December 7th, y'all. So, I feel like we're gonna see each other for the next few weekends in a row.
Yes, I'm gonna come because I'm like, those are perfect auntie hours. Those are my hours I'm operating in, baby. Mama don't leave out after a certain hour, and those are perfect hours. That's why I'm like, okay, I can do this. Even if I don't want to drive,
You
I can
can,
take an Uber.
ma'am. Look, we doing it for our people. This is for our generation. Okay, we
Yes,
need
and
to
that's
have
what
our
I was when I saw the time. That's what got me. I'm like, oh, these my Cooper's Hawks hours, so I can do this.
I'm about to pop out.
Right, I can do that slight pop out, because I can be
Yes,
back home in bed, you know, rubbing my
man.
feet together, playing computer love.
Do you know that the last time, if I hadn't went to my sister's house, I probably would have got back home maybe about 8:15. That's perfect for
See,
auntie.
that's so
Auntie,
wonderful. You feel like you still got your evening. You can still,
yeah.
watch TV, do whatever you want to do a little bit before you go to bed.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You already know, Binky. But I look, I want to thank you again. I can't wait to come and
Yes.
shop next week. I'm coming. I'm gonna have my
Okay.
ducats in a row so we could get our shop on.
Okay, girl.
And
Okay. Just come on through. Like I said, it's your time, not your dime.
okay, come on now. I love it, Binky.
Hmm.
Thank you so much, and I
All
will talk
righty.
to you soon. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Thanks. Love you. Bye.
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 Love
Bye.
you too. Bye. Y'all make sure that y'all follow my good sis, Miss Binky. Okay, make sure y'all follow House of Binky. Get in tune, support. If you need a designer, she's here for you. Okay. I have to take a really quick break. And when we come right back, we're going to be hopping into tonight's Hate It and Love It. Be right back.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank you, everyone that tuned in to my exclusive interview with my girl, Binky from House of Binky. You all make sure that you're following her, okay? I'm going to leave her information up for a little bit just so that you all that missed it can get in tune with her. Now, tonight's Hate It and Love It, okay. I love the fact that Binky brought up the first thing. So, vacation is happening December 7th. I'm excited about it. I'm pumped. This is gonna be the next one. This is the Friendsmas edition, so I'm super super excited about that. We have to come out. Okay, we want y'all to come out between the good hours of the day, the great hours of the day. Okay. Yes, Savanya, for the aunties. Okay, these are the hours. 2 to 7 is for the aunties, and it's for the uncles as well because they like to go home and chill and kick their feet up as well. So this is what we're gonna be doing on December 7th. Now, oh my god, oh, is this something? Hey, girlfriend, nice seeing you tonight, sipping my wine and eating tacos. I have an Arizona hard tea. Did you all know that they made these? My husband got these, and I was just like, oh, these are delicious. I hope that you are enjoying your tacos, sis. Okay, so my hated it for tonight, and I'll keep it really, really like simple. But what I've noticed for myself is that as I'm, like getting older, I'm trying to become more evolved and all of that other stuff. There's like a couple of different types of people that I find myself like, I have a hard time kind of like meshing with or settling with. So the hated it this week has to be people who are like unnecessarily mean, and like carry that energy with them. It could be man, it could be a boy, a girl, a woman, whatever. But it's like if you just kind of like have a mean spirit on you, you can't you can't you can't do it. You can't do it. That's my hated it for this week. Sometimes when I see some of my hated it's kind of personified in front of me, around me, in my vicinity, it's always a little bit disturbing because it kind of takes me aback. I'm like, whoa, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with it. And unfortunately, she said, let's go Uber. LOL. You stupid. So that's definitely the hated it. Now, another love it for me this week is that I did just come back from vacation and I was really, really happy to have some time to completely be unplugged. My love it is being able to just have the time where I am not accessible. That has become so important to me. It's become so important to me in this life. Oh, Keita said, woo. Yeah, Keita, I've had some unique experiences over the last few weeks, and and I'm gonna hop around a little bit, but I'll go back to the hated it as far as like the mean spirits or different things like that. um Over the last few weeks, it was just like a lot of things that just kind of happened where I'm just like, oh my goodness, why are these things happening around me? And it can be, and let me not even say a couple weeks, I would say several weeks. It had just been some things, and it's like, I'm always so thankful. My love it has to be for me, my evolution. I want to be very transparent with everyone that's tuning in with me, that's listening to this particular part of Hate It and Love It. We all had to learn and grow from a lot of things. And for me, I had to learn how to kind of jump out of still being able to maintain who I am of having empathy for others and doing those things, but taking the emotion out of when people had me messed up. Okay. So not taking it personally. I move to when people are doing things to me where they're being unkind, they're not being nice, they, just being, just unnecessary in whatever right they are. I've made it a point that instead of kind of like internalizing it or making it something personal, really getting down to getting down to the bottom of what is the issue, are you okay, or getting from around it. Heavy on the get from around it, but if it's someone that is worth the conversation, then we can probably have a conversation about those actions or how you're presenting yourself. Others, it's not even really worth the time. And not taking things personally, that's probably, that's the love it that comes from all of the stuff that happens to us. You eventually learn to move past it. And I'm thankful for that evolution for me, because you don't recognize how many situations will have you hemmed up, wrapped up in drama, wrapped up in mess, feeling away, beefing with people, all types of stuff from allowing the actions of others to personally affect you. I just can't do it. I'm thankful for vibrating on a different frequency where those things no longer penetrate. That's the love it that comes from that hated it. And with vacation, having that time off, when you have time where you're not constantly attached to your phone, you're not having to drive somewhere or do this, and you can just genuinely relax. Because I did a cruise. And it was nice to not really have to worry about too much for a little bit. Just show up, look cute, and do your thing. I even completed some things that was on my bucket list. Love it. I always want to take a picture with like a parrot or like some type of, pretty exotic animal. So I was able to do that. I took the cheesy pictures that they do on the cruise. I took the cheesy pictures. I did. I didn't even mind it. I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. So those are that's my hated and love it. But she said you had a phone line on the boat. I had internet access because one of the things that I like to do when I'm relaxing is I do like to get on TikTok and Reels and do my own thing, so I did have that. Now, I will say this, something that has been a trend that I've been noticing is definitely something that I've talked to like my girlfriends about. Kim, if you're still on here, this is gonna resonate. People that don't stand up for themselves. Like, I need y'all to know this. One thing about me is that I will always do what I can to support others as long as they're going to do what they need to do to support themselves. So I will say this. If you are cognizant of being used, abused, belittled, demeaned, talked about, whatever it is, and you are choosing to not actively stand up for yourself and we're not talking about abusive situations. We're not talking about extremely things. Just literally, we're talking about opening your mouth and advocating for yourself when it's BS that's afoot. My hated it this week that I'll leave it off on is that like, I cannot stand when people don't take a stand for themselves. If you're going to stand for anything, if you're going to stand down 10 toes down for anything, do it. We have to be strong as men and women to not allow another human to persuade us and pull us away from what it is that we want to do, whatever it is that we desire to do. Okay. Whether if that's a goal, going somewhere, doing an activity, whatever that looks like. Okay. You can't miss your opportunity to stand up for yourself and then expect for everyone else to advocate for you and you're not doing it for yourself. Okay. And I deal with this on both a personal, professional level, all of these different things. Stand up for yourself. We talk about it all the time. Get a backbone, do these things, stand up for yourself. I can't advocate for you more than you're for a second, but I'm going to still talk to y'all. Okay. Kim said, stand up immediately, y'all. Stand up. Stand up. And this is the thing. Understand that standing up for yourself is not always rah-rah, because I can say this as a reformed rah-rah girl, because I didn't used to care about confrontation. I'm just like, oh, you mad? Now I'm a little bit more cognizant of my approach because I recognize that a lot of the times it wasn't about how I was saying things. Or what I was saying, but it was about how I was saying it. So I've learned to work on tone and delivery. But one thing I'm going to do is always stand up for myself. I'm going to say something, whether if it makes you uncomfortable, it makes you feel some type of way, you feel like, oh, she's flowing against the grain. What the heck is wrong with her? Nah. And Kim, she said, nah, let's rah. Okay, I'll add this. This is an additional love it. I love the friendships where it's two people. One person is super calm. The other person is rah-rah. My best friend is the rah-rah. This girl right here. And I'm the calm. I'm just like, well, Kim, let's think about it. And she just like, load the clip. You know what I'm saying? Like, we outside. I love those friendships. It's called balance. It's called balance. Those are all my hated and loved. I would love to know what you all are hating and loving this week. Let me know in the comments, okay? I have to take a really quick break, but in the meantime, before I go, remember to drop those businesses in the comments, okay? We'll be right back with tonight's What's Happening, What's Up? See, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. MzMetchi's tired this week. My love it is the fact that when I log off here, I'm gonna go and crash out. And I don't mean on no rah-rah. I mean on some sleep. I'll be right back.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Did y'all see how I was going to take y'all to a whole different segment? Baby, it's time for What Would You Do? Wait a minute. Kim said, I'm a nuck and buck if need be, especially for you, sis. And understand, like, just because I be calm, I be quiet, like, it is a reason why I keep that in the inside, okay? Because understand, when it's time to go raw, we're going to go rah. Latifah said, see, I used to be worried about hurting people's feelings, but now you're not going to play on my top. I learned my lesson. Ooh, Latifah, somebody pass the collection plate around for Kim and for Latifah tonight. Because look, let me tell you. Oh, Kim said all of this. Clock that. Now let me tell you, baby, I felt that. I'm not about to let nobody play with me. You can't play with me in this season. About anything. Oh my God. Look, we moving on to the what would you do? But I don't even want to go on that tangent because let me tell y'all, oh my goodness. I got like a couple people that's been in my that's in my life, unfortunately, that they be trying to play off my top two. They be trying to play off my top two, Latifah, and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So I'm going to leave it there. Now, I tried to skip forward to tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, but that's coming up. I got some updates and some news for you all. But tonight's What Would You Do? Let's get into it. Let me take a sip. This one is messed up. I'm not even going to lie. So, my mother-in-law is the worst person on the planet to me. Last week, we invited the family out to dinner to celebrate my daughter's 12th birthday. Everyone bought presents. I was stunned when my daughter opened her grandmother's gift. She bought her a scale. Everyone at the table gasped. I can't believe she bought a scale for a teen. My mother-in-law says it's a great gift because my daughter can monitor her weight, and this in turn will make her a healthier person. I totally disagree and think the gift is going to make my daughter self-conscious. The family is divided over the gift because they don't want to offend my mother-in-law. What can I do about the situation as far as my daughter is concerned? Okay, let me tell y'all. We finna go here tonight. When I read this one, I went back and forth on if I was going to share it. I was just like, because it was triggering. Now, no one in my, family or like family friends or different things like that ever bought a gift that was so egregious as to purchase a 12-year-old girl a scale. But weight was always a topic of conversation. And we gonna get real tonight. Cause look, we getting towards the end of the year, baby. I'm gonna put it all on the floor. What can she do to help her daughter? See, this situation is kind of messed up. So it made me, when I read it, it made me think about, of course, like my own upbringing. And to be honest with y'all, like I've been a big girl. I've been big my whole life. Even as a little girl, I was a chunky little girl. Okay. And weight was always the topic of conversation. And one thing that I will say that I'm so thankful for. And I don't want to get emotional tonight, but no, for real, I'm so thankful for my mom. Because during all of that, we would go to the same family events together where it was always, before they could even greet you and say hello to you, there is a comment about either how big or how small you are. And it does create some self-consciousness as far as that's concerned. I don't want to sit here and lie to y'all and say that it didn't do that for me, that it didn't make me feel a certain type of way. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Me being the type of person I am, I've had some people even say like Michi, you kind of vain a little bit. I'm just like, okay, girl. Because that's one thing that with my mom, what she said, she was just like, okay, look, you do look different. You're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel good about in your body? We had those intricate conversations that a daughter would have with their mother, especially when there's things that are making you self-conscious. They make you feel insecure, or you might feel like you look good, and then you walk into your family event and they make you feel this big. Okay. As far as this, what would you do is concerned, the first thing to address is the mother-in-law. Because let me tell you one thing about it. Like, look, MzMetchi is not a mom. Y'all know I want that more than anything. But one thing that I will not stand by and let happen is anything that is going to cause irreparable damage to a child. I don't give a damn. You don't have to be my kid. I couldn't have been at a table like that, because I would have been like, that ish is egregious. Oh, baby, I think your grandmother gave me, I would have came in with an interception. Definitely. Oh, your grandma, she accidentally wrapped up something that I asked her to order for me. And then I would have commenced to getting in the mother-in-law's ASS. Because are you on cocaine? What is it that you feel like that this is an acceptable gift, and you this is not something that was asked for? Okay. A 12-year-old. Let me get into the comments. Latifah said, baby, don't play with kids. Like, how dare you? Big bag witch, you tried it, boo. That's what I'm saying. She would have grandma would have got cussed out. Keita said, nah, me and mama-in-law will be having a conversation. Ain't no other way around it. I'm talking about, baby, we got to go over to the bathroom right now, Keita. Right now. Yes, Auntie Tracy said, but beautiful. Yes, and you know what? The thing about it is, and Auntie Tracy, look, I ain't trying to put us both on blast, but you know how it was back in the day when we would do that. And since then, like my Auntie Tracy, my Auntie Tracy is a beautiful woman, always has been. And it was like every time that we would go, and Auntie, it was us, Auntie, like we was the targets, because we was, we were shaped a little bit different. That was always the first thing that was like the opening part of the conversation. It's uncomfortable. But like I said, you have to instill in your daughter, for this lady, for the what would you do, that she is beautiful despite of, right? Despite of. Check in with her to see how she feels about herself. If she wants to actually, hey, mommy, I do want to lose some weight. Mommy, I am having a hard time. Then we're going to get the professionals involved. We're not going to get the ignorant ass grandma that's going to purchase a scale and demean and belittle her in front of the entire family. We're not going to do that. Okay? So she has to know that she's beautiful. And thank you, Tracy, for saying that. Like I heard that all the time, right? I would hear on the flip side, it's like, you're beautiful, you're so pretty, you're all of this, which I'm just like this, clock that. Okay. But then on the flip side of it, it was always like a backwards compliment, because it's like, oh yeah, for a big girl, or oh yeah, well, you look like you gained a little weight, or oh, you look like you losing weight, keep going and keep doing those things. It's horrible. We have to stop doing that to our young girls. Okay. Latifah, she said, but you look good and well put together, honey. Thank you. Thank you. And look, this is the thing. I shedded any of those insecurities or those different things about how I looked. And to be even more transparent, I even had to do it. I went through a little bit of that again after finding out about my diagnosis last year, like having to relove a body that I felt like was betraying me. When I tell you that, like, the things we have to be mindful of what we say to other people, what we say, to young girls specifically. And so I'm thankful that even when I was kind of like at that place where I was feeling a certain type of way, it was embedded in me that it's just like, despite of whatever these things are that I could change, that I could work on, they're not permanent. I'm still beautiful. I still, you have to still feel good. You have to do that. That's what this mom is going to have to do for her baby. She said, right, that has always made me mad. I hate it, Auntie Tracy. I hate it. Like, my whole thing is, if you feel like I look good, just tell me I look good without saying you look good. Oh, now you done lost some weight. Like, it shouldn't be a conversation, baby. I'm just showing up as my authentic self. Okay. She said they need to look at their damn selves. Girl, because half of the ones that would be saying some stuff, I'm like, baby, but I'm gonna stop. She said, made me mad instead of asking, how are you? Girl. Oh, come on now. Auntie Tracy spitting. She know what it is. So to wrap up with this, what would you do? The first step is having a conversation with the mother-in-law to let her know that her actions towards her granddaughter were embarrassing, and it could have been handled a completely different way if she had true concerns of her health. Like, my whole thing is, why don't y'all just call Live Long Health and go and get, some help? And we're not talking about even medicine or whatever the case is. Go get you a nutritionalist. Go and see somebody. If Granny had concerns, there were other things that she could have did to make sure that she didn't scar her thing. Because this 12 years old, you gonna remember something like that. You gonna remember when Granny brought out a scale at your 12th birthday party. Okay, you're gonna remember something like that. So in this situation, I'm not gonna say she's the worst person in the planet because that's too much, but she could have handled her granddaughter a heck of a lot different than what she did. Very unfortunate situation. Talk to your daughter, uplift your daughter, ask your daughter how she feels about herself, how she feels about that incident that occurred. Is there anything that she, is not feeling the best about, right? Have those conversations and have them early. They really are life-changing. They are. At the times, I mean, y'all, when I had shot up to even my biggest, you still couldn't tell me I wasn't that girl, because it starts in your mind and in your heart first. Because you got to be right in here and in here to be able to accept the outer part. You got to have your inside right? So what the mom could do in this particular, what would you do is that she can check in with her daughter to make sure that mentally, that emotionally, she feels good about herself. Because the unfortunate part about it is that no matter how you look, you could be an Instagram baddie and somebody can look and be like, it's a 2. The rating is low. You could feel the best about yourself and somebody could think that you're the lowest on the totem pole. You have to feel good about yourself despite of. So for this, what would you do? What I would tell the mom, because again, I'm not, although I'm not a mom, I am somebody's child, and I know how I would want my parent to handle me if I was embarrassed and humiliated like that. Because certainly when people do it and they act out like that, they certainly do it for a reaction. They do it for the crowd. They do it for whoever's around. They do it for all of the people that had probably been talking about you beforehand. Yeah, that's what they do. Kim said mother-in-law is a freaking mess. I agree. I thought that was just so mean. You know, Latifah said now she will have low self-esteem about herself due to grandma being inconsiderate. Bingo. Bingo. Tracy said that kind of hurt stays with you while your mind put an X on the face. Girl, look, when I tell you, let me tell y'all how certain events and certain different things, baby, I just stopped coming around because it was like a certain point. If they wasn't mentioning the weight, baby, they didn't care about when I would go to certain events and I done drove all the way from where I live, fought traffic, paid for parking, only to get there. And before it can even say anything to me, they asking me about everybody else that's in the family. I'm just like, well, damn, baby, they not here. So maybe you should talk to the person that showed up. Okay. I stopped going. I'll remove myself quick. Have no problem. Kim said, see, this is when the rah-rah would take center stage. That was so foul of her. Yeah, like, and Kim, you and I, we quick on our feet. So I would have been like, we need to create some type of diversion to keep this girl from being embarrassed, because is grandma smoking? What is grandma doing? Grandma smoking. Uplift your daughter. Because the mother-in-law is clearly whatever the case is. And then this is the thing. Sometimes you gotta, and I don't know what it is with grandparents. Grandparents got to do better too. It's just like, hey, stop. Stop the critical comment. What people don't recognize is that with children, their families become their inner voice. Whoever you're around, whoever you spend time with, it becomes your inner voice. And if that voice that's being pumped into them is not love, it's not respect, it's not uplifting, it's not inspiring, it's not encouraging, look at what you're going to breed. You're going to breed that into your baby. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So sis, uplift your baby girl and get that grandma away from her. She wouldn't be able to buy my daughter nothing else. She'll just take Cash Apps, Zelles, Venmos, or PayPal. And if she do PayPal, you got to take the fee. That's where I'm going to leave that for tonight's What Would You Do? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Kim said weight was a consistent conversation for me too. Absolutely. Granny is off the powder. Apparently, Granny is definitely off the powder, friend. She's off the powder. She's off the bath salts, sis. She's off of something. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, then we're going to officially hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. I'll be right back.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following me on all platforms. Just type in MzMetchi and I pop right up. Now, tonight we got a few stories. So let me just go ahead. I want to share my screen real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Will make me small. Okay, so over 83 tons of ground beef has been recalled nationwide. Okay, they've been reporting different illnesses all around. Now, this is a little bit of a problem. Okay, they've got the E. coli jumping. Okay, now this is all Detroit. Going down in Detroit, they recalled over 167,000 pounds of beef products, which were shipped to different restaurants nationwide. They recalled it on November 14th. So this is Y'all, what do we think about this? What do we think about the fact? Because I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was thinking about like trying to make some spaghetti and stuff. I want to make some spaghetti, so I'm just like, okay, we're gonna have to switch to something else. What's really going on here? It's been a lot of food recalls. Have you all been noticing that? A lot of people getting sick. What's that all about? What's really good? First off, this Arizona hard tea is hitting, y'all. It's doing something to my soul, okay? To my soul. Just all of these food recalls, it makes me a little bit fearful for, when our new administration is set to take place, to come on in. Because this is like they're trying to do away with some of the people that protect us from different outbreaks like this. It's really unfortunate. I think we should all just switch to being vegan. She said, what, using ground turkey? Yeah, ground turkey could work, sis. It could work. It could work. Now, this particular story, y'all, I mean, it's not really like a newsworthy story, but I just thought that it was funny and I wanted to share it with y'all. I actually told Kim about this earlier. So I don't know if you all have caught the full interview of Keke Palmer on Shannon Sharp's podcast, but I thought that this little clip was funny. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let me play it for you guys.
Another movie that I did where the guy was, I was 17 and he was like 27.
You like a motor, huh?
That's what Michelle said.
Baby, look, he walked right into that. Now, I had to cut that video off because after that particular clip, they started playing the one from when we reported when Shannon Sharp was having his adult time with Michelle. I had to cut that off because they had the moaning and stuff. I'm like, oh, baby, they're going to try to cut me for nudity and sexuality. Okay. Now, I don't know if you all have been keeping up with the Trump administration and with them coming in. So, and please excuse me if I mispronounce this name, but I'm gonna go ahead. Let's just go ahead and bring this on now. Hopefully it doesn't.
His nomination to Attorney General of the United States.
He withdrew, y'all.
Said this was the most contentious of the nominations made by former President Trump, and he has announced categorically that he will not be seeking confirmation to the post of Attorney General.
Do y'all see this?
Here are his words. I had an excellent meeting with senators yesterday. I appreciate their thoughtful feedback and the incredible support of so many. While the momentum was strong in the work of the Trump-Vance transition, there's no time to waste on a needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from consideration to serve as Attorney General. Trump's DOJ must be in place and ready on day one. I remain fully committed to seeing that Donald J. Trump is the most successful president in history. Look, Griff, this was quick. I mean, the appointment came as a surprise to many, and we will see what happens. We know the deputy is Todd Blanche.
Why does everybody look like they from the Purge? Like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna talk bad about nobody. But honey, the people are dropping like flies. The testimonials here, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Okay. Now, speaking of some funny cases, I know you all have seen the updates as far as with Jussie Smollett. So I want to go ahead. Let's bring this one on now.
And not unexpected, the Illinois Supreme Court has said this is just
messy.
Like the Cosby case, that the prosecutors struck a deal with, in this case, with Jussie Smollett. And the deal, the first time around, when Kim Foxx, the state's attorney, filed charges, the deal was do 15 hours of community service, pay $10,000 for the cost of investigating this case in the field, and we will drop the case. They dropped the case. And then it was refiled because of pressure in Chicago. Kim Fox had some relationship with Jussie's family. People said it was untoward. So they went back to the grand jury, filed the same charges again, essentially. And ultimately, Jussie was convicted and sentenced to 150 days in prison. Well, the Illinois Supreme Court said no, that once you strike a deal, and especially when the defendant performs his end of the bargain, it's over.
It's a done deal.
Jeopardy to prosecute him again. So this is a stunning loss for the state's attorney in Chicago. And it really is underscoring something. This happened.
Do you all think that with what he pulled with Jussie Smollett, that he should have still gotten convicted? I mean, it does seem like that he took care of his end of the bargain. So I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess going into our topic for the night, an unpopular opinion. If you do your time, if you did the crime and you do your time, you shouldn't really have to do anything else. Just my thoughts. I don't know, and even just, after the silly stunt that he pulled, nobody believing him or respecting him, that's punishment enough. It's punishment enough. Wrapping it up, girl, y'all, why are they selling $11,000 worth of MAGA guitars? All of that is problematic. So we're gonna keep that. But look, I want to tell y'all this, and I don't know if you all have seen this. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna give you the lineup. Let me just say the artist, because this is how I want to end for tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Imagine this: Trey Songz, Omarion, Bow Wow, Plies, Lil Bootsy, Yin Yang Twins, Ray J, Sammy, Bobby V, Pleasure P, Nivea, Rick Ross. Baby, the Millennium Tour is coming back. They've left B2K and Pretty Ricky to the side, okay? Now, I'm trying to figure out, are we back outside? Are we going to the concert? What are we doing, y'all? Let me know. Ladies, should we try to, get a little thing together so we can go to the Millennium Tour? That was what was happening and what was up with me. Now, with Trey Songz, I I think everybody's still a little mad with him. But I'm going to be up in there like, say, real nervously. The Millennium Tour is coming back, okay? They kick off their first date March 7th in Louisville, okay? For those that are in the Chicagoland area, they're going to be here with us April 18th. And while that is my anniversary weekend, I might have to go because I just want to sing my heart out. Everybody that's on there, every artist, I love them. Especially, I'm like, Rick Ross? Y'all bringing Rick Ross the boss? Come on now. It seems like it's going to be a good time. So you all let me know what are some stories you're hearing that, what's happening and what's up in your area. I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to hop into tonight's topic of unpopular opinions. I'll be right back.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Time to hop into tonight's topic. I want you all, let's get interactive tonight. Let's get interactive. We're talking about unpopular opinions. Now, I want to define an unpopular opinion for you all just so that we can really hop into this. So, unpopular opinions are going to be those that go against the mainstream or challenge widely accepted beliefs. Okay. Now, we're going to keep this lighthearted, but I feel like that when I hear a lot of the opinions that aren't that popular, it's usually surrounded things that kind of move the culture, right? So it could be music, it could be food, it could be all of these different things. So I'm just going to go ahead. I feel like I'm going to randomly drop some, and I want you all to drop some. So, maybe an unpopular opinion or request. I wish that they had adult only flights. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend nobody. Number one. Number one. Sometimes I find myself agreeing, but then I don't 100%. When people say that certain artists are like overrated, and I'm not even gonna, I don't want no beehivers. I don't want nobody coming for me tonight. So I'm not saying any names, but I usually have a lot of opinions about that. Let's see. And I'm gonna fire them off. I want you all to fire them off too. I enjoy supporting certain comedians, even though I don't think that they're as funny as everyone makes them out to be. Sorry. Clock that. Unpopular opinion, guys should be on birth control. And we shouldn't have to pay for our pads, tampons, panty liners, coochie wipes, or any of that sort. And if we do have to pay for it, it should be cheaper than what it is, and it shouldn't be taxed. Because we can't help the fact that we're all just a girl. I'm just a girl in my world. Yeah, that's probably like one of our biggest things. I'm like, why are we paying for this? We should just be able to go. We should just get like poochie pant, like coupons. We should never have to pay for stuff like that. That's my unpopular opinion. Keita, she said, unpopular opinion. Being a woman in the fitness industry, women fitness influencers need to stop showing so much skin. Oh, Keita, let's talk about it. Okay. So you feel like they showing too much A&T, huh, sis? They showing too much. I mean, and then my whole thing is, okay, sis, let's hop into that real quick. So this is what I don't like. I hate to see those reels and TikToks where the girls, I mean, you got your whole behind out. You got a lot of different things going on, and you mad because somebody is looking. Stop. You know you came up in here with that round thing. I'm a girl, and I like boys only. And I be looking too. I'm like, oh my goodness, she's got that fat ass on that that treadmill, that goddamn Stairmaster. That's a big old butt. That's a big booty. It's a big booty. Yeah. I mean, now this is the thing. I don't think that they need to go into the gym and be, dressed in swaddling cloths. But ladies, it's okay to be a little bit, demure. Be conservative. Maybe if you have a tight pants, you have a nice shirt. Like maybe we don't want to look like, once we leave, we finna go and turn a couple tricks. I do agree with that, sis. I do. I'm a piggyback off of that, Keita. and say that unpopular opinion, I need for us, and I can't even say us, but I need for those people, I want us to start being honest about how we're able to lose weight and do different things. Like, you can't be online, unpopular opinion. Please don't be online saying that you're a fitness expert or whatever the case is and you have some help. Like, let me tell y'all, MzMetchi would never. I'll tell you to the heart. I'm just like, baby. They be like, girl, what you got? What did you do? I'm like, I worked with Live Long Health. I got medical assistance as far as my stuff is concerned. But one thing you're never going to see me do is start posting gym selfies and stuff like that and calling myself a fitness influencer. I am not. I did get help. Absolutely. No shame. No shame. No gain. No gain. No problem. But them people that I'm like, you didn't went and had surgery, you didn't get the shots, you got whatever. Please stop getting on Al Gore's internet and acting like you did it the natural way. It's deceiving. Stop it. Unpopular opinion. If you have to beg for streams, likes, shares, and different things like that, you are immediately making me not even want to support you. Stop begging. Stop. And I had to learn very early on, don't count on support from the people that you feel like support you. Get out of your base. Yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. If you online and you begging for support, you are making yourself a repellent for actually receiving support. Yeah. Keita said, I'm sorry, getting the surgery and then hopping online like you put in the work is not cool. It's not. And that's why, Keita, I honestly believe that full transparency is needed. And that's why I was like, and that transparency will help people who may also be dealing with different things. Like, for example, my last post that I did for Live Long Health, and I was, just kind of showing a little bit of the timeline of how, taking the medicine that I've been taking and doing those things, how it has helped me, even just disclosing, disclosing what I have going on and the reason why I was able to seek out help, or why I needed to seek out help. There were so many there were so many people that messaged me after that post. I mean, it's still, it had a lot going on that post, so I'm grateful for that. But I got so many messages afterwards, and just with that sharing and being transparent, it kind of, like I was able to just create not just a referral, but just like, hey, I've gone through this. These are the things that I have going on. This is how how Live Long can help you. And I'm not even trying to plug, but I'm always plug my people. But be honest. You have to be honest. Your honesty, it's okay. It is okay if you need to help. Don't let unpopular opinion. People, 9 times out of 10, the people that are shaming you for doing certain things are either too scared to do it or they can't afford it. Did somebody hear me tonight? Okay. Because I'm not trying to get preachy to y'all tonight. I just want us to have a real conversation. Most of the people that have an opinion about whatever it is that you're doing, okay, they either can't do it or they can't afford it. Okay. Whatever that may be. Take it how it is. Okay. Latifa, she put 100. Okay, Tawana. Hey, Tawana, how you doing? She said, I agree. Be honest. I was. Hey, Tawana, me too. I'm just like, hey, y'all. This is what it is. And if you want to work with them, use promo code Blueprint. You gotta have no shame. No shame in your game. No shame in your game. So that's definitely my unpopular opinion. I'm trying to think of some other things, y'all. It's time to get rid of the Electoral College. I'm tired. I'm tired of it, you guys. I'm tired of it. Unpopular opinion. Elon Musk do the most. You know what? I'm having fun with this one. So when I went on my trip last week, and I when you go on a cruise, you meet so many different people, and we actually left out of Long Beach. So I am a people I'm a people person, but I'm also a people watcher. And I don't be trying to be nosy, but it's just like people are interested to me. I'm like, you guys are interested. So I was just privy to hear a lot of different type of conversations. And I was like, that's the topic. It came to me when I was like I was in the Uber to go back to the airport to come home. I was just like, that's what I'm going to talk about. Because there's so many things, and it's like you might say it in your head, but you never say it out loud. So those are some of my unpopular opinions. I want you all to share with me some of the ones that you have. Okay. And if you put it in the comments, I'm going to read that after we come back from the short break. And then we're going to hop into our quote of the night and close out, y'all. Okay. I'll be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back. Now, I do want to put up Keita's comment. She had one last unpopular opinion before we hop into our quote. She said, unpopular opinion. Don't tell me not to rant about snow if you're not from Chicago. Girl. I hate to see it. I'm just like this. If you're not getting up in the trenches with me, please keep that particular one to yourself. Baby, I can't get somebody else to do it. Okay, Keita, I'm with you 10,000% on that. Now, tonight's quote of the night, I tell you all the time that the quote of the nights find me. And we, I spoke with you all earlier about just kind of like evolving and, really just having like that maturity factor. So I wanted to share this particular quote of the night with you all, and I hope that it resonates. Take it if it does. Maturity is when you realize people can't give you what they can't give themselves. So you stop expecting loyalty from people who betray themselves. You stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves. And you stop expecting peace from people who are at war with themselves. Okay. Now, when you think about this, you have to kind of really take other people out of it. Okay. And recognize your own where you stand as far as with things. And it's certainly it's oh my God, y'all, it's been a lesson that has been very relevant for me this year even, and just just recognizing like you can't expect people to be nice to you when they aren't nice to themselves. And I feel like just even with that quote is so many other things that it's like if you look at everyone who you deal with, whether if it's a romantic partner, it's a friend, a family member, a coworker, just a random acquaintance, someone you met at the gym, whatever it is, it's, of course, we're all fighting our battles, but when you genuinely and intricately get to know someone, and you recognize, just maybe some of the things that I won't use the word lacking, but just maybe some of the things that they don't possess. You have to stop putting yourself in a place where you expect those things that they are not able to give. You actively see that there's a personification of the fact that this cannot happen. They won't even do it for themselves. You do have to recognize that early from the jump, because it'll save you a lot of heartbreak later. My goodness. And we know heartbreak doesn't just come from romantic stuff. It can come from other things too. Keita said, you can't expect someone who can't be honest with themselves to be honest with you. Come on now. You'll never get the truth out of them. Never get the truth. And I mean, it's so frustrating. Like for me, I don't know what it is about me, but I feel like that God be having me encounter a lot of people that'll like gaslight you. Like they'll do certain things to you, around you, that affect you. And then it's like, as soon as you, if you say something or you just like, whatever, they just try to make it seem like that's not the case. People know what they are doing. And when you peep somebody's stilo, yes, I'm gonna take the word back. When you peep the stilo, okay, when you peep what's going on, you have to conduct yourself accordingly. Gone are the days that we can expect you got to be able to move forward without sorries. Let's talk about you got to be able to move forward without those things. That is the true maturity of it all. Being able to move past those things. I use the phrase that really always comes to mind for me is just like despite of. So you could care about people, you could do these different things, but your love, your care, whatever it is that it is for that situation, your financial, contributions, whatever that is, you can't touch anything with that if that person does not have that awareness. So your maturity comes in with how you conduct yourself. Okay. It's power in that, y'all. It's power in that. So that's the word I want to leave you all with. I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me tonight. And of course, I want to thank my very special guest, okay, Miss Binky from House of Binky. You all remember that next Friday is her pop-up. So please go out and support if you are looking for those stocking stuffers. If you want to shop her her designer line, House of Binky, please make sure that you all go and go and support, especially if you're in the Chicagoland area. Binky is absolutely amazing. Like, y'all saw the dress that she did. The girl does her thug thizzle. Do you hear me? She does it. Now, I want to, of course, shout out to my sponsors, okay? Live Long Health, Fiya Infusions, as well as Paris Ice Bar. An honorable mention for Black Dollar Days. She's going to be having some things coming up. So shout out to Faye and Black Dollar Days. And of course, thank you so much to my radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indy 101.5. Now, next week, of course, is Thanksgiving, you all. So I hope that you, eat good, that you spend time with family, that you rest and you do the things that make your heart smile next week. We'll be back the first week of December. Okay, it's going to be a lit show and December's going to be on fire. I want you all to take all of this in as far as the look. Everything's going to be different at the top of the year. Everything. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited. It's time for the refresh. And you all know that that's my favorite thing. So super excited. I love you guys. Continue to just be great. Be loved. Okay. And be well, of course. I love you guys. And until next time, bye.